A retrospective. 2 seasons of building in Valheim. A study in craft, ambition, and structural philosophy, Season 1. The barn, created by Demon G, is an exercise in classical restraint. Its lines are honest. Its structure is forthright. There is no indulgence here, only sturdiness and function. It understands its purpose and fulfills it without pretense. In many ways, it establishes the architectural language of the settlement. Not every structure in town, however, adheres to such disciplined minimalism. The Wenzel estate, conceived by Pyrodactyl, quickly emerged as a landmark and one of the settlement's formative works. The vaulted Great Hall and elevated catwalk introduce vertical drama, while the second-floor storage integrates practicality into grandeur. The farm by Spin Shady embraces a more organic philosophy. It sprawls rather than composes itself. Fields crest and dip with the landscape, and the defensive spiked wall feels less ornamental than instinctual. There is a certain improvisational quality to the layout. One senses growth over time rather than rigid planning. Yet within that looseness lies a charm. The Golden Pavilion, also by Demon G, represents the boldest stylistic departure of the season. Drawing clear inspiration from feudal Japanese architecture, it attempts elegance through proportion and silhouette. Its artistic ambition is commendable. However, while visually striking, the structure ultimately struggled against the uncompromising laws of physics. Its failure was not one of vision, but of structural negotiation. Even so, it stands, if only in memory, as a testament to creative risk. Season 2. If Season 1 was about individual statements, Season 2 embraces collaboration. The commune is less a structure and more a philosophy rendered in timber and stone. Daydreamer's tiered garden introduces elevation and rhythm. Spin Shady expands the agricultural footprint with pragmatic intent, while B. Bonnell's walls and moats impose both security and boundary. Demon G-Side's lodge provides mass and warmth. Sherby's portal room adds mysticism and circulation. The result is not merely a compound. It is a home defined not by uniformity, but by contribution. Trader Island, primarily designed by Spin Shady, makes a decisive move into expressive architecture. Circular foundations soften the rigidity of earlier builds, and the composition favors movement over symmetry. The boathouse by Demon G anchors the shoreline with functional clarity, while towers, lodges, portal rooms, walkways, fountains, gardens, and hot tubs unfold almost as a manifesto of creative freedom. Self-described as free-form, and it feels precisely that. At times indulgent, certainly, but undeniably confident. At the island's tip stands Bonnell Point, created by B. Bonnell. Built atop a troll cave, the lighthouse is an example of contextual architecture. Its placement is as meaningful as its form. The spiral stairwell provides both literal and symbolic ascent. Though the bonfire crown has since gone dormant, the silhouette remains iconic. It understands verticality and commands the horizon and the sea alike. And then, the Hypodium. The magnum opus of B. Bonnell and Spin Shady is a study in subterranean ambition. Carved beneath the ruins of a dwarf keep, it transforms inherited decay into engineered permanence. The structural audacity alone is noteworthy. Yet, it is the interior articulation that elevates the work. A regal entry layered with hoarded wealth. A great hall centered on an expertly ventilated hearth. A long communal table that reinforces hierarchy and gathering. a magical corridor that suggests a narrative beyond structure, and a crafting wing that grounds grandeur in utility. It is not merely built, it is composed. Season 3 awaits, and if these first 2 seasons are any indication, the settlement continues to evolve, not just in size, but in architectural maturity.